Hello, everyone. I'm Ashutosh, Garg, CEO and co-founder at Eightfold.ai. And very excited today to be here in front of all of you guys talking about what we are doing at Eightfold.ai and how we are thinking about or how we are using artificial intelligence to enable hiring for potential and how that has been very instrumental as we have thought about what we can do to empower and enable the woman in technology. So really, as we think about it, right, what is the challenge we're talking about, right? Why is this a big problem? Why it needs to be solved? And what are some of the barriers, right? Today, when you look at the tech industry, it is almost hard to believe that women are not only graduating at the same rate as men, in fact, they are graduating at a slightly higher rate than men. So next time, as you think about it, right, and look around and you don't see many women in tech sector, it's not that there are not enough women going to college, but there has been systematic set of challenges which has made it very hard for women to thrive in technology space. And if we are not giving any opportunities to 50% of our population, it not only becomes the need, it becomes a necessity. It will create challenges. It has. What makes it even worse is that as you look at the progression over time and seniority, not only we see less women in tech, in fact, the pay gap, the wage gap between men and women keeps on increasing even with advanced degrees. And this is a problem, this is a challenge that we at Eightfold are trying to solve. This challenge continues whether you look at the degree or you look at the progression over time or how the career progression is happening for men versus women. Today, as you look at the top in any company, you will see there are a lot more male than females in the senior leadership position. In fact, roughly less than 10% of Fortune 500 companies have a female CEO. Now that creates all these challenges, right? So as you look at in these charts, at the individual contributor level, at the entry level, we see very similar representation of men versus women. But over the years, as they progress in their career, you see things slowing down. And the question then is, can AI help? How can AI help? What it can do? First, when we have these biases going on, and when we have the concentration in a way where later stage in the career, we see a lot more men than women, then it becomes a vicious cycle. And to break through that cycle, we have to enable hiring and promoting based on potential, not just based on what people have done. Second big thing is self-selection bias. The way as a man I perceive things versus the way a woman perceives things is very, very different. And can AI help enable transparency and enable everyone applying for jobs, seeking career based on confidence? Third, how we think of the job requirements also makes things challenging. And fourth, upskilling, reskilling our workforce so as we proactively understand and prepare people as they further progress in their career. So let's look at each of these. Very first thing. What you see over here is what AI is able to predict how likely someone is to do a job or learn a skill versus how likely are they to know that skill. If, as you further progress in the career, we see a lot less females. Now, it's not only the seniority. Many of the skills that we are talking about are the new skills. Cloud computing didn't exist 15 years back. Business machine learning wasn't that popular 5 years back. Now, as you look at the seniority, you look at the age-based progression, you see a lot less female representation. Another side implication of that is it's the number of females that you can find who know machine learning is much smaller. And in that case, it becomes extremely important that can we use AI to better understand who can learn machine learning versus who has just done it. And if we do that, we are going to enable opportunities for a lot more female candidates than what is possible otherwise. This is something that is very near and dear to my heart. A few years back, as my wife was thinking about switching her career, she would keep coming across job posts and keep saying no to them because she was like, all the skills they're asking for, I know some, but I don't know all of them. And my answer to her was, that's okay, you can learn those things, so why don't you apply? And she was like, no, I don't want to be rejected. And that is when it dawned on me, how I think about problems is so different from how she thinks about problems. How as a man, I think about opportunities is different from how she thinks about it, right? It's not that I have more skills or men have more skills than women. Is how we approach the problems. And what we are able to do at Eightfold.ai is learn from the career progression of pretty much each and every person on this planet, how they progress in their career, what skills they have, what learnings they have had, and how they have mapped to the future learnings, future success. And using that to understand who is likely to be a great fit for which position, who is likely to be a strong match, and then communicating that back to the individual that, you know, when you see this job, you're a great fit for this job, explaining to them why you're a great fit so that they can apply with a lot more confidence. And the results have been there. In many of the e-commerce related companies, we have seen 78% more female applicants compared to before Eightfold. Or in aviation, we have seen almost 100% more female applicants compared to before using Eightfold. And the beauty of this is, it's not that they were not there, but earlier when we were communicating to them our jobs, we were creating biases because of the way we were pushing the requirements or giving them the visibility. This third thing is thinking about job requirements and job description. This is a fascinating one. I've been guilty of this one myself in the past when a recruiter came to me and asked me, Ashu, what are you looking for in an individual? I would give them a laundry list of everything that comes to my mind without thinking through what is the implication of what I'm asking for. A simple example is if you are looking for a data scientist and you require Python as a skill, then barely 15% of the data scientists who know Python will represent the females. Whereas if Python can be optional and instead you make R as a required one, you're likely to have almost 28% females in your pipeline. So how you think about each skill, what skills you ask for, can completely bias in favor or against diversity. And this is because of our lack of understanding and knowledge. Only if I had known that it's better to ask for Tableau and R than Python, I would have done that. But not knowing that has created challenges. And with Eightfold.ai, what we are able to do is bring this forefront to our customers so that they understand what are the implications of what they're asking for, how that feeds into the requirements, what is necessary, what is good to have, combined with the matching that I showed on the previous slide. We can lead over here, communicating to female applicants that now apply with confidence, you're a great fit. We can have much better outcomes. And once we are able to write the right job requirements, present it well to the candidates, bring them, what can we do to provide them a career path? It's not only at the application level, But today, career management, each and every one of us have to take charge of that. It's no longer that I can rely on my manager or my supervisor to guide me through this process. If I'm an administrative assistant, is my future going to be limited to being an administrative assistant, or can I do something more? And this is where, again, Eightfold.ai plays a pivotal role. By looking at the career path of each and every person, while many administrative assistants may not have taken those career paths, even if we see few of the administrative assistant taking career path and becoming a legal assistant or going into IT support, we can guide each and every future administrative assistant as to what they can do to progress in their career and be on that career path to become a legal assistant or IT support person or a project coordinator. And then connecting them to the appropriate courses, projects, apprenticeships, internships, so that they can develop those skills and actually progress further. So I'm very excited to see how AI, one of the latest technologies that is available to us today, what I call an ultimate human scaler, can enable equal opportunity for each and every one of us. Thank you for your time.